I would have tilted it.
Yeah, Marcus, get some good pictures of me.
As a reminder, no filming is permitted during the press conference except by the designated team delegate. Please silence all cell phones. Welcome to today's press conference for the Norfolk State Spartans student athletes. Norfolk State Sports Information Director is Alex Lembeck. Today we are joined by student athletes Nia Fields, Diamond Johnson, and Kierra Wheeler. We'll now take questions for the student athletes. Please state your name and affiliation at the beginning of each question. If you're on the Zoom call and have a question, please use the raise hand function, and I will call on you if we have time for your question.
Hi, ladies. Janie McCauley from Associated Press. Nice to see you. How was the trip out, and how's California? Are you acclimating and sort of maybe take us through a little bit of your first day here and when you got here and prepping and getting ready to face Stanford?
Our first day in Cali was pretty exciting. We arrived on the charter flight, and it was like a good experience for my team because we had never done that before. So just coming to Cali, this is my second time in Cali, so I was really just trying to, enjoy the sun and just look at the mountains and just really get to know the area.
Yeah, same. It was nice. We landed, I think about like 2 p.m. Went to the hotel. The hotel is really nice. Just the views, like the trees and everything. You see the mountains in the back. So it was really nice. This is also my second time in Cali, so it was pretty cool.
It's our second time. It's my first time in Cali, so I was very excited. Got to see a palm tree. And yeah, I would say the time difference definitely did hit me. I might have forgot to turn in an assignment, but yeah, it's a great time in Cali.
Tell us more. Did you have to send an email to a professor or anything?
Absolutely. I forgot that here is 3 hours ahead. I mean, well, behind, yeah. So when it was 11:59 here, it was 2:59 a.m. over there. So I was like, sorry for the late email. I forgot about the time zone. Can I have an extension, please? It's already done. So yeah, but it all worked out.
So they said yes, and
yeah,
we're kind of,
you know,
understanding.
Yeah.
What class was that?
It's for my student teaching class, so I have to submit lesson plans every week. So yeah.
Okay. How do you sort of look at the matchup, ladies? I mean, Stanford is kind of imposing in the paint and has some shooters, and I know Diamond, that you will present a challenge for them on the perimeter defense as well. Sort of maybe take us through the matchup.
Obviously, Stanford's a pretty good team. They had a lot of success over these past years, so it's nice to go up against a team like that. And we just came up here to compete and play for 40 minutes. We know it's going to be a tough game, but we just have to go out there and give it our all. Like you said, they got good bigs and outside shooters, so we just got to be real disciplined, be smart, and rebound the ball well.
Obviously, Stanford had like a lot of success in the past, and we just really getting into the scene for everybody. So we just honestly trying to stay disciplined, stick to our game plan, and bring our energy.
Yes, absolutely. Stanford's a great program, and we're honestly just ready here to compete. 40 minutes. We don't really have much to lose, so we're just ready to play basketball, honestly.
Cheryl Coward, Hoop Feed. Speaking of those things, what are some of the things about Stanford on the court that stand out to you that you feel you need to be ready for individually for each of you?
For me, I would have to say controlling the glass and just their presence in the paint is going to be a big thing to control because I'm one of our primary rebounders, so just seeing their wingspans and getting a good box out.
Yeah, I would say rebounders as well. And defending the three-point line, they got a good inside game, but they also have shooters, so we kind of got to stay disciplined and really follow scout and, yeah, stay disciplined for real.
You guys worded that perfectly. I agree.
When you take it, when you attack the basket against a team with shot blockers like Cameron Brink and even Kiki can block shots too, how do you just stay focused on not letting them necessarily distract what you're trying to do, but just keep going with the game plan?
Honestly, we know that they're going to challenge us at the rim. That's what they're good at. So all week we've been practicing on strong finishes, Even if they get a block, you can always go back and get it, So it's just nothing that we're just trying to be, like, really unfazed by their presence down there because we don't want to stop attacking or being aggressive just because they are shot blockers. Things will happen, and we'll be able to recover further.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she said, we got to be aggressive. We got to stay aggressive. You can't be scared to go in the paint. Hopefully, when you go in the paint, you attack hard. You either get fouls called. You might get your shot blocked too. But we just got to be, like, really aggressive and create that space enough so that where they can't block the shot.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. Continue attacking the paint and drawing those foul calls to open up, and it'll just make our game easier. So not to let it phase us, go up strong, and, play ball. And
I'm sure once Diamond gets rolling on the perimeter, that really opens things up the way you like to play, perhaps?
Yes, absolutely. Diamond has a great shooting ability, so they have to respect her at the three-point line, so it just makes things easier for us, knowing that they have to step out and put a hand up for her.
Thank you. Thank you, Nadia.
Last season, the team who won the conference championship, Howard, had to do a play-in game, but you all don't have to do that. Can you maybe reflect on that and, maybe the being fortunate enough not have to, play a game before getting into the 64 team?
I think last year we were just stepping on the scene. It was our first time in, I think it was 21 years of being here. So, of course, we got the 16 seed. But this year, after I feel like a lot of people are more familiar with our name and our game and us dominating the MEAC and also dominating outside of conference play as well. So just us showing up two times in a row, I think that got us an opportunity to get that 15 seed.
Yeah, like she said, just being more familiar with Norfolk State, and like you said, they won last year, but they still end up being a 16 seed. So this year, we had a different goal of we have to, like she said, dominate the MEAC in order for people to see us, as a good team. And we got the 15 seed, so it's pretty nice to see.
I'd also like to add that I also think that Dawn Staley's comment last year also helped with that as well, of us not being a 16 seed again, but also gaining another position of being 15 seed this year.
How much did you learn from last year's experience playing South Carolina?
I think I learned a lot from playing South Carolina. I mean, Leah Boston, Camila Cardozo, they have similar length to Cameron Brink and Kiki. So I think that prepared me to really know what it's going to be like down there and to be prepared to have a fight because it's two dominant posts once again.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the question?
I was like, how much did you learn from playing South Carolina last year?
Definitely learned a lot. The SEC world is definitely different, but it also taught me that we're all ball players. We put our pants on the same way, put our shoes on the same way. So regardless of who we're playing, we're just here to compete.
Cheryl Coward, Hoop Feed. In the past couple of years, there's been a lot of talk about players, especially black players, staying or going to HBCUs instead of going to predominantly white institutions, especially, with Jackson State and other teams having big wins. For you personally, why did you want to stay or go to an HBCU instead of going to another school that recruited you? What was the impetus?
First and foremost, I felt like I needed to be home. The experience that I went through in my previous schools, I feel like I just needed support from my family and my friends. And I just wanted to go a different route with the HBCU. And like he said, just putting the basketball piece into perspective, they were MEAC championship. And Coach LV, he got a good system. Everything he told me during the recruitment process, it was real and I felt it. And everything is happening how it played out, how he said it would play out. He knew my goals. I still want to go to the WNBA, and I think he's been preparing me. He's been preparing me for my goals, and here I am again, back on the big stage. So everything kind of worked out how I saw it in the summertime.
I would definitely say there's a different culture attending a HBCU than a PWI. it's something that you can't really explain. You just have to be there and feel. And I feel that Norfolk State definitely did show me that culture on my visit and gave me welcoming arms, and is my second home away from home. So, yeah.
Choosing the HBCU was very easy for me because of the culture that's built around it. And previously, my older sister went to HBCU, so I got to see the experience before I actually joined it. And just being here, last year was my first year here, and we're building a sisterhood and we're building a family. So it just kept me confident knowing that I chose the right decision.
Norfolk State has some history as a 15 seed. Your men's team won a 15-2 matchup in 2012. How much do you know about that game, and does it give you any extra motivation or confidence heading into this weekend?
I know a lot about that game. I think it was a big moment for Norfolk State, so it's hard to forget about it. One of our alumni, Kyle Quinn, he was on the team, and he still shows us support to this day. And it just gives us hope and faith that it's been done before and it can be done again.
Yeah, facts. When I got here, I saw the banners. It's a banner in the gym or like a painting on the wall of the score and the seed and then how they played number 1 team or number 2 team in the country. So it was really nice to see. It's kind of like inspirational. Every time you go in the gym, you see it. And I think Coach Jones did it again, I think in, I want to say 2014 or 2012. I think they beat Alabama. So it's nice to see because you don't see that a lot, especially on the women's side. But the men's, it give us some sort of inspirational.
I would say about every year on Twitter, they give us the flashbacks and the highlights of that game. So it definitely does provide us some motivation of knowing that definitely can happen again, and that's something that we're looking to achieve as well.
Thank you, Naya, Diamond, and Kierra. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.
We'll now take a short break and be back with Norfolk State Spartans head coach Larry Vickers.